Helps to unmute. We're gonna finish up the Diagon Alley today. So these are the last 4 bags we've got. This is our last one. We've got a bunch of them over here. We've got, and oh, I forgot to empty the extra pieces bin. That's okay. So we're going to here's all of our extras. That's a lot of extras. A lot of little pieces. Okay. Oh, and I should show you guys an update. I posted in the Discord. But this week, I started taking apart the globe so we could put it together, because this was a previously used one. So we'll have all the big pieces there, and all the little pieces that come in a separate bag will be in a little tray together from all the bags. But that's, I'm almost done taking it apart. But that's our progress for that one. Let's get into bag 18. We added some extra background music. We took away some of the Stardew Valley because that was a little overwhelming, and we put in the soundtrack to Baba Is You into our little mix. So you may hear some of those. In fact, this is a Baba Is You song. Okay. Let's get into the build, and we got this is flipped the other way, and we have 4 of these. I think. One, two. Ross, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unpacked Community Challenge. That's where we're taking the whole globe and we're doing it. Yeah. Chaos is coming for sure. Much appreciated. Thank you for the donation to that. I appreciate that. And it's going to be stressful like this because, oh. 1, 2, 3. It's 5, not 4. So I'm pulling out the wrong piece. These, not those. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I've been lurking on what you guys have been playing. Oh my gosh, that would... The tossing in a few extra would not be as bad as missing a few. My anxiety gets me to be missing a few. When I first started this, I would take the Legos and instead of dumping them into the trays I can still find, but see how we've got a blue one here, a blue one, you know, and so I would take and I would spend 15 minutes setting them all up, and so they would be all together like this, you know, and then these blue ones would be next to it. And I would set them all out like that, and just knoll them, and then and it took forever. It took twice as long. Oh, see, Legos always has a few extras, so extras are not. These are all the extras we've had so far from this set. So there are going to, and there'll be a couple of extra in this one too. Usually they're small 1x1s, but that's cruel. Especially if they're a weird size or something like, and they just don't. But to be short a few, that's where my anxiety. I think one of the very first ones, because very rarely is there missing anything, but my first set there was, and so. There was one brick missing, and so I had to make it up. They were actually this color, and so I was able to fix it with, you know, a couple of different things and make it work in a place you couldn't see. But I'm always afraid. And shoot, that was like what, 3 years ago? Yeah. I shouldn't say that's my first, because I had these as a kid too. I should say my first big box. Yeah, yes, that's the thing. It's like, shoot, I didn't get it back together properly because I have extra bowls. I mean, that's hilarious and cruel at the same time. Like, but that's the kind of, I don't know. That's a bit trolly, but two, the green ones. The question is, how long do you let it go on? Because, you know, they're going to think they screwed up somewhere. Okay, so it's one of those, Now, I probably deserve what's coming to me because I like to play with. I'm a little bit of a prankster with my friends, and so watching me try to put something together with my anxiety going through the roof is probably great fun for them. And everyone else just gets to enjoy the fun as well. Well, that's good. Go there. And then we have a 1x2 and a 1x2 plate. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, because the wind. And you wouldn't think it's because you can hear it from the inside, and you're just like, what is that noise? That's hilarious. Okay, these are like steps going up. Forgot one. Oh, yes, that's hilarious because it doesn't work because it's not the actual engine. Because that's not what it was, the wind from the movement. But you wouldn't think of that. Oh my gosh. That's hilariously cruel. You can see the little steps as we go up there. And there's our two. Oh, missed. Smooth plate. I heard his cursing. Probably when he found out what it was, he's just like, this is what it was the whole time? This is a joke? How much time and energy he's put into trying to fix his car to realize it's not really broken. Okay, so we want the tan goes first. Then the green. Then the tan. Yeah. Sometimes that's the best. Here's what I like to do. If somebody gets me, you know, and they're waiting for a reaction, if I figure it out, I don't give them any reaction, because that's like giving them back something worse. But that's super hard to do. I think this is our ice cream shop. Yeah, it is. Nope. Oh, it is, yeah. So this... That's the wizarding equipment, and this is the ice cream parlor. Because those are the chairs outside, that's right. And the striped awning. Yep. Because getting no reaction in return is the most infuriating thing. Because you want... Oh, nope, it goes the other way. Nathan. Holy crap.
Nathan Builds Things just raided with 48 viewers.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing your people. Scotty, Rotten, welcome on in.
Leela Rose Live just followed.
There you go. If you guys don't know Nathan Builds, thank you for the follow. Lilia Rose.
Leela Rose Live just subscribed.
And thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you for... If you guys don't know, Nathan builds things, builds all sorts of stuff, Legos and things. Fantastic person in the Lego
Lightning
community.
Builder just followed.
Thank you for the follow, Lightning Builder. Thank you. Hello, hello. What were you building today?
Hello there.
Hello, Scotty. Mattel Brick Shop? No. Oh. And Camaro. Wow. S2000. Nice. Yep, we're working on our Diagon Alley build, which is it's a small full set. We've got several of the pieces here. Yes, this is the micro. So you can see the little teeny pieces. If we zoom in, you can see them right in there. They're just the mini ones. But we've got several of the sets. Move these out of the way. So we've got several of the pieces. And the coolest one, Green Gots, and the most fragile. So we're just putting them together. So this one should be the last. We've got the last 4 bags today. Yeah, the thing I really like about it is it'll come together. So all these pieces clip together. You can plick them so they're just long, or so they actually make the alley, and they all connect to Green Gots right here at the end. So kind of fun. I love all the details in the back. So I just knocked over the Took out a light bulb.
Exposing Alex 42
Exposing Alex,
just
thank you for the
followed.
follow. So this is the wand shop. And so just the detail on the inside too, at the micro scale, is kind of fun. And I like, but they've got everything from like the night bus, the alley that opens up from the cafe into the thing that they go through. Yeah. And just all the little details made out of things that you normally wouldn't see, the flags and other things. So, I don't know. I really like seeing the engineering that goes into things, even at different scales, where I wouldn't think, hey, this isn't going to be something interesting. Like, for example, the gear, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, the gear that's become a set of stairs. Yeah. It's the clever things that I go, oh, that's normally a gear track, but it's, at this scale, it's more like stairs and things. So, but it's full of different colors, different things, and they all snap together. So, but the difference that you can't snap the two sides, I just tried to do that. You can't, because this is from the other side, and I can't snap it together because they're two, which is very clever. So you can take this, and they all snap together like that. So that's one side, and then the other side goes together like this. So kind of fun. But Nathan, I appreciate the raid. Thank you everyone for coming. If you've got stuff to do, I totally understand it. If you guys don't follow Nathan Builds Things, give him a follow. We'll do this other. There we go. Yes, and one thing, thank you for contributing, everyone, to contributing those. My anxiety gets me. I know people build in all sorts of different ways. And when I first started building, I would set all the pieces out individually. So I would take them and I would put all the light blue ones together with the similar sizes. And it just took forever. And so I went, yes, knolling. Thank you. Yep, it is knolling. So I would knoll all the pieces out. And so half of my time was spent knolling. And so, and then I kind of found this system. These are just like trays I found at the dollar store. And I've got a bunch of them. And so I did that, and I bought a used set. It's a globe, because I love maps, I love globes, things like that. So let me pull these off to the side, and I'll show you where we're at. It came pre-built. So the community challenge right now is to take that globe, because they come pre-assembled, and disassemble it, and we're going to put it all in one just giant bin, and I'll grab all the pieces from there. So that's as far as I've unbuilt it so far. We're gonna assemble it, because I want it. The whole purpose is to build it. So that's when we reached 50%, I was going to unbuild it, and so I think we hit 50%. So thank you, Lila. Is it Lila or Lil? I think it's Lila. So I started disassembling it, but Lila and Nathan, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. Rebuild the World is kind of a phrase that came out of the instructions, and I like that. So we're going to do that. So, oh, Lila like lilac. Okay. Aaron,
Erin Preston just followed.
thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh. Thank you so much for the support and for the raid. I appreciate that. The Lego community is amazing. I recognize several other streamers in here who came over with Nathan Builds Things. I appreciate all of you. I constantly am lurking and checking people's builds out because that's what I want to do. So if lurking is your thing, lurk away. So I appreciate it. Yeah. Lila, are you also a streamer? Because I mean, it has live in your thing, so I'm assuming you might be also a... Yeah. Well, and you know, I would say a good portion, probably the majority of Twitch and streams is people lurking, you know, and that's fine. That's mostly what I do. I'll come in and say a few things, and then most of the time I spend lurking. And so I don't mind people lurking and hanging out, but also some of my best friends I've met because of Twitch and getting to know people and hanging out in other people's streams. It's super fun, and I've met almost everyone I've met has been fantastic. So, and it's so fun to just meet a bunch of different people. So, welcome everybody. I appreciate you being here. Okay. Nice. So you can relationship build again? Yeah. Well, I try to be chill and relaxed. I don't do anything too crazy. I'm a little bit more reserved in a bunch of stuff that I do, but that's because I have kids and they all still live at home. I mean, 2 of the 3 are adults, but they're still around, and I don't know. I've just tried to be a good influence on them, so, and that carries forward into what I do here. So I like to be chill, and if you want to just chill and hang out and watch, I am grateful to have you here. And if you want to chat, we can chat. We've talked about some very interesting stuff as I build. That's the nice thing about building Legos, is you can talk about almost whatever. So, Lightning Builder, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Yeah. It is kind of interesting. And I've been listening to different other streamers, and it's like some of the topics are very interesting. Some of them get me enough that I'll jump out of my lurk mode. But it's nice because I can be doing almost... I mean, you can either be building at the same time. I try to limit my building to only building on stream because, as most Lego builders know, it's not a cheap hobby. So... Do I have so I really like, I like Harry Potter, Star Wars, but I like things that, you know, but I built probably, there's one of my favorites right there, is the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. I liked the Back to the Future thing. I like the Botanicals. But probably my go-tos are probably the Harry Potter and the Star Wars. And because I like them, but there's also a huge variety of those, you know, and so I'm not stuck with those, but I do like things. I've got a couple of Minecraft ones and other video games, because I mean, I like video games and stuff, but I'd say probably my favorite is the ones that spark an emotion in me. So some of the video games, some of the ones, like I play the ukulele, so I really like my ukulele one. That's kind of hidden in, right there. But yeah, a lot of them. So things that mean things. So a lot of them mean something to me. Just because, but yeah, I love Star Wars. I love those things. So that's probably my. Yeah, I do have a lot of different other things, which is fun. I like to keep. I keep this blue Mando here. He keeps me on the straight and narrow, but I also have a stormtrooper there, but he's got his gun pointed towards me. Never hits me because, they can't hit anything. It's kind of like a red shirt in Star Trek. They can't hit anything. So, and Binda, thank you for coming over. Much appreciated. Also a fantastic Lego builder. I am excited for the new movies, but I have a problem with some of the movies, and they when they come out in episodes and things like that, I like to binge watch them. So everybody starts talking about the first few episodes of the post or things like that, and then I have to, and they're surprised that I can't. But I'm like, I almost it's easier for me to wait if I don't get started. So oftentimes I have. Yes, I have done that. I have done a ukulele redeem, and I keep it right here. But I don't do it all the time. Usually I do it for special occasions and things like that. Just like I did it for when I built the ukulele. I had them on there, or my Twitch anniversary, stuff like that. I've been streaming. So I think I've been an affiliate for 4 years, I think. Yeah. So, but maybe not quite 4. I think we're coming up on 4, but before that it was about a year or so, for a little while, but not a huge amount of time. I do it just as a hobby. I do it twice a week, so I do it typically Wednesdays and Saturdays, and sometimes I do puzzle games as well. So I've been playing things like Baba Is You, Patrick's Parabox, The Stanley Principle, The Witness, things like that. And so I like the puzzles, and because that keeps the brain sharp. And then building, I like talking and doing stuff. But when I'm off stream, I'll play a lot of survival games, stuff like that. And I've streamed some survival games and other things as well. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit about me. I'm very nervous about the community challenge. Actually, some of you, yeah, thank you for taking an interest. Oh, did I push? No, I didn't mute. Some of you may know Tinker Glitch. I knew her through a different part of because she streams VR. She used to stream VR and stuff like that. So I knew her through that, and then found out she does Legos, and I started hanging out in her Lego streams. And so one of the things, and I had made a comment about Tinker, she just dumps it on the thing, and I'm like, that gives me anxiety. And so Scotty and Mbinda, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. Much appreciated. I greatly appreciate it. I have a sticky note so that I can look at the camera and thank you. And I screw it up almost every time. I chose the most complex name for it. Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. But yeah, so Tinker is the one that kind of had the idea for me to do it. And I started to just unsort the thing, but I thought, ooh, a community challenge would be fun. So that's why I did that. Yeah. Chaos. Yeah. That's the fun of it, you know? And Scotty, I typically will lurk in your streams. That's fun. You don't null either? Oh, see, I can't. This is as chaotic as is comfortable to me. But I still panic because if I feel like I'm missing something. Nancers, thank you. Thanks for being here. Much appreciated. Nancers, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild. Thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. Much appreciated. Always glad to see you here. Nancers is a good friend of mine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. So I hide it a lot as I'm going through here, and if you ever see me pick up the thing and look at it, that's kind of a cue that you know that for me that's when my anxiety, because I can't find something. Only once has it not actually been there. Ooh, look at that. We got to get this right. Let's zoom in here, but can you see that? That's a compass rose. And it's upside down. I love maps. That's where I get my name from. I work with them IRL. But yeah, see, the north is a little bit more prominent, so it's easier to see. Yeah. Yes, I agree. My wife is actually a therapist, and so I don't ever see her, but yeah. Well, and the challenge will be good for me to just, you know, the first one I built was the on stream. It wasn't the first one on stream. The first one on stream was a little teeny TIE fighter my son gave me, but I bought a Lego typewriter at the very beginning, and it's a huge set. It took me 5 streams to put it, which is about it took me about 17 hours to put together. It was a Christmas gift for her because she loves typewriters, and so the fact that it was a working typewriter, but I was missing a piece. It was actually this is the piece that was missing. This color, this, you know, 1 by 1. But I was able to put together with some extra pieces, because the sets usually have some extras. I had 2 of those that were extra, and I had a white one like this that was extra. And so I put those together, and it was the spot right under under the ribbon, so you couldn't see it. If you take the ribbon off as if you were changing it, you'd be able to see it, you know. And so back then, I didn't know that you could. Back then, I didn't know you could just, you know, write in and or contact, you know, the customer support and get a missing piece. But and I think that's one of the things that makes my anxiety. But I thought maybe once I'd be able to find it. I've never found it. It's just gone. But there is a nice smaller one, and like Binta said, that's a good one to put together. I intend to do that one together because I don't have a typewriter, So it is huge. It is Technic. You push the keys, it actually has something that fires up, which is good. And so it's fun, but it was a little bit challenging. So, yeah, it is the tiniest compass, Nancers, and I love it. I have a giant compass decoration on my wall. My wife found it, and she's like, Mapper would love this. So it's hanging in our living room. Got 2 of these. I don't think it actually works, but it does. I mean, it visually looks like a Lego, the 3-in-1 sets. I do like the 3-in-1 sets. I like the flexibility. So if you like one, you could do another. You could do other things. I also like taking sets, and if there's so many sets out there that can actually build a Millennium Falcon out of, and I have I don't know if you can see, yeah, there's a unicorn back in the back, because my friends were teasing me one day about Legos have just about anything, which is true. You can build just about anything out of them. Yes. And so I'm like, yeah, even My Little Pony. And then we found the little unicorn, which is the closest to My Little Pony. So I got that as a joke to them, and then turns out it also, Tinker was the one who told me, was like, hey, that's because I had just showed it on that I was going to build it next time, and told me that there was one that you could, it had from Rebrickable, that there was some mock builds where someone had designed the Millennium Falcon. So I actually bought a second set because I like the idea of it being the My Little Pony unicorn, and so I have both of them. One is the back there, and one is under my Star Wars area. I've got a couple of little ones. I'm going to do another one because I also play survival games. For a long time, I played Ark Survival Evolved. Was kind of my go-to game back in the day, and so I got an Ankylosaurus. My kids say it's Ankylosaurus, but it also has a mock build for the Millennium Falcon. That's how you ended up with the golden toilet. Yep. Like that. There's so many cool sites out there. Yeah. Oh. There's a Serenity. There's the fire. I love Firefly. What set is that? Is that from a set, or is that just a bunch of random? Because either way, I'm gonna have to look for that. Yes. Oh my gosh, because I would love that. That would be so much fun. I would love to have the thing on the back of my truck. I have in vinyl letters, I aim to misbehave. Just, and most people don't know what that is unless you know, if you know, but yeah. Yeah. I don't actually have a brown coat, but I would love to be called. Don't tease me like that, Nathan. I just they've talked about things like that so often, but yeah, that's let's see. Uh, everyone who's actually like so many people just love that, and why they canceled it, I don't know. That was one of the I mean, I guess it didn't really get a huge following until after, but oh, sorry, I should have warned you. Let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna do a that'll allow you to do it so you can post it. There you go. Thank you. I should have warned you. I thought about it, but I'm gonna. Oh. Is that the set I have? I haven't built. Oh my gosh. I haven't put it together, so like I gotta see. I don't know if it's the right set or not. This one might be the too small. That's the one? Oh, fantastic. Cuz my problem with this is that it was trying to decide between the Dark Falcon and this one. And one day I just randomly just picked it up. I just got it. So yep, 75375. Oh my gosh. I know what I'm doing with this. Lila, you said that you said I love you. The feeling is mutual. Holy crap. Oh. Yes, I'm totally gonna get that. Oh. Yes, that's such a good thing. Yeah, there's so many good quotes from that series. I love it. I mean, it's sad what happened to it. But the fact that they were able to close it out with, you know, a movie to kind of give a lot of people some closure. But I mean, I love so many of those. Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk are some of my favorite actors just because of that series. Nope, the other way. Yeah. Such a fun series. I mean, they kind of screwed it up from the beginning, airing it out of order, doing stuff like they're like, no, we don't want to. This will be too confusing. This won't give any backstory. You know, let's air the train job first. There's another one. I also like Stargate, and Lego doesn't have Stargate. It's an off-brand that has some, and the Legos are settling in here. I don't know if you guys can hear them. My mic's probably not picking it up. But the Legos were settling in there, and it sounded like someone was moving them. Yes, blue bricks. Yes, thank you. I have another streamer that I will absolutely loves the Stargate, and so because of that, builds a bunch of blue bricks. I need to get some of those as well. But because I love Lego, and Lego's probably my favorite. But if I can find something else that I love, you know, I'm not exclusive. And there are a lot of people who are. They had the Star Trek license until Lego got it last year. Yes, exactly. I do have some. My kids give me the off-brand Legos because that's what they can afford, and I don't fault them for that. And there's been some really cool, interesting builds. Some of them get my anxiety because it's just like, here's all of the stuff in one bag. Yes. There's been several who do. Yeah, there are, and a lot of them have figured out how to do things. A lot of them are doing, are learning from Lego and putting, you know, numbered bags because they realize it's easier, you know, instead of just one big pile. I would love to someday do. I went to visit a friend, and I went and saw Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water. I have a hat for that right here, but they have a fantastic set, but it's not by Lego. But it's huge, and I would love to do that. I would have to find a place to put it before I built it, which is a problem for a lot of my Legos. But oh my gosh, I am so excited about the Firefly. Oh my god, that looks so great too. Oh my gosh. So this, I'll bring it. Yeah, there it is. That's, yeah. Oh my gosh. It's auto scrolling through yeah, because I'm like, it's using the stand, everything. Holy crap. This is just amazing. It's funny because it's almost perfect for how I had cropped my instructions too. Yeah. Oh, and that's probably the guy who did it. Yeah. I'm excited. I was putting off building, I mean, because I love Star Wars, but I was putting off building it because I was like, oh, I don't know. I would love the huge one, but there's nowhere to put it. There's absolutely nowhere to put it. Thank you, Lila Rose, for sharing that with me. I'm so excited. Oh. And the fact that I just had it in my... I was so excited. My cupboard door is wide open over there. Well, Bearded, welcome on in. Much appreciated. And Bearded, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yes, this has been a fantastic day so far. You know, a fantastic raid from Nathan Builds Things, bringing a bunch of people, other streamers, you know, Lila, Binda, Scotty, you know, fantastic Lego streamers. Yeah, this has been absolutely fantastic. I am not making nearly enough progress on my actual builds. But that's okay. I did. So last night, I shouldn't tell this story on stream. Well, last night, I left playing games with Bearded early because I'm like, I didn't sleep well the night before and went to go to sleep. And something happened in the middle of the night. Ended up having to leave the house, got home around 3 in the morning. Just ugh. And I thought this is going to be a crappy day, and it's not. It's been fantastic so far. So yeah.
For Carl!
For Carl, yes. You know, as I even put the sound in there, and I thought it said something different. And I'm like, how did that get in there? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Click back on this. There we go. This has been absolutely fantastic. Oh, we need to build, little TV man, build. We could go to a TV. But then you miss me, though. Yeah. No. I did build. There was a couple months ago. There was one of those 3 bags. 3 bags. This is. There was 4 bags today. I usually only go 3 hours, and we've been an hour, and we're not even finished with bag 1. So yeah, this is the last section. So 4 bags and Diagon Alley is complete, is fully done. I was gonna put the hanging shelves up over here to put them on. I have not put them up, so I might have to put. I'll have to move. I'll put them right here. This is just my sorting area on this bottom one, but I'll put Diagon Alley right down here at the bottom. Right there. Yeah. But when we get the floating shelves, we're going to put them over there and hang them up. Yeah. It has changed. I am ready to get rid of. I remember I bought the Dragon, which is really an outdoor garden thing, and I bought it, and now I put it, instead of putting it out in my garden, I put it in here because I'm like, that's super cool, and I'm ready to just throw it outside now because these Legos are so important. Yeah, but that map right there is from my first survival game, where I met a lot of my friends, and that's where I met Bearded from so long ago. He gave me that. Thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of things have changed, even since I started doing Lego. Because I got the bookshelf over here, and my camera used to point more towards the bookshelf. And my daughter had these small bookshelves and this dresser, and she wanted to get rid of them. And I'm like, I'll take the dresser, and so I keep instruction booklets, other stuff in there, smaller sets. But I'm gonna flatten. I keep all the boxes. I'm gonna flatten them all and put them in there. Yes. No, 100%. You know. But it is kind of interesting to see how it's changed over time. My whole backdrop has changed. It used to be pointed this way to my bookshelf, that used to be it. But I'm like, psh, there's still stuff over there, but I like having it. Oh, I messed up my camera. There we go. But I like having the Legos in the background because that's more important to me. One of those. This one, and then that one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, two of them. So here we are building the one we're working on right now is, let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. It's the Weisengar's wizarding equipment right here, this blue one. And then this fluorine Fort. It's the ice cream parlor. Yeah. So that's kind of a fun little thing for the back. So these are the two we're working on right now. Oh. My advance slide. Yes. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. Fortescue's ice cream parlor. Okay. We got two of these. These. Is there a... There's a walkway through here. Maybe Flourish and Blots has a walkway through it. Weird. These. Two of those. The window. I think those are a center pin. They look like it. Yes, because then that matches up and it pushes it back a little bit, but we get, it must be a light brown. These, two of the green ones, and then two of those. Second window and ooh. I like this color of brick right here. It's almost like a teal. I don't know what. Cheating. See what color it is. Dark azure, maybe? Oh, dark turquoise. Yep, it's a dark turquoise. I love this. I don't like putting it down when I stream because it seems too busy and takes away. But there's a rebrickable mat that I really like. I like identifying the colors of them. But it's too distracting for the stream. So I like this because it gives it's a very simple color. And tells my brain, this is your build area, so I have less likely to be building something off camera where you guys can't see it. Some of the builds get too big for this, but that's okay. We just deal with them as we go. One of those, and ooh, a green one. Green. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two golden ones, one purple one, burgundy one, the fantastic teal colored one, white square, tan square plate smooth, purplish pink, which green, and a bright yellow. Heikenberg?
Heikenberg_X just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome on in to the map gallery. Okay, so we put the feet on first. Yes, Nathan did raid a while ago. Fantastic. Much appreciated. Glad you're here. Jake from State Farm. Are those khakis? Yes. She sounds hideous. I'm just rehearsing, random State Farm commercials in my head now. Oh. Well. Eckenberg, thanks for coming on in. A BFF IRL. Those are acceptable. But bricks that are slightly off kilter are not acceptable. The waitress kept calling him Jake. That's hilarious. Well, enjoy your breakfast tomorrow. That sounds like fun. None of my friends live anywhere near me. I'm in the mountain time zone, and they are all in... It's funny, they're in either Eastern or Pacific. I guess one of them is in Central, but none of them are even like I'm the only one that's just stuck in. I like the little shelves. Like this, I just ripped the feet off, but I like that it just looks like a bunch of things on the shelves, and they took squares and circles and put a bunch of things there. I'm just such a great building technique to give details, and not even it's very rarely going to be seen. True, I am headed way closer to you, but still not near enough to have breakfast. I know you would, Bearded. Well, I hope your guys' breakfast goes well. Building a wall. Now you want breakfast? I know. I know. I told my wife, because Bearded is probably my best friend. Not probably about it, yeah. But my wife, she's like, "Well, I thought I'm your best friend. Your spouse is supposed to be your best friend." I'm like, "You're my spouse. I love my spouse. I love hanging out with her. Everything." I'm like, "But I can have a best friend. That's fine." And then she has this best friend, and I'm like, "See, do you expect me?" She's like, "No, it's different." I'm like, "Exactly." So you can have a best friend and be absolutely love to hang out with them, spend time with them, and have a spouse. Maybe it is the same, but it doesn't have to be. Eggs over biscuits and fried chicken with sausage, gravy. Oh my gosh. Bearded, stop. Now I want that, and I can't have it. Exactly. You should be able to just. But yeah, oh, I would get in so much trouble. I'm timing you out, Bearded. You're talking about food. So I started counting calories because I've got plenty of calories to give up, but it's been hard, because I'm just trying to be a little bit more healthy, and it's been hard. I'm about 35 days in, so it's starting to get easier, unless start talking about eggs and biscuits and fried chicken, sausage and gravy. Yeah. I'm out. Uh-oh. Yeah. Getting punched. Oh, the other way. Maybe. Four, a 3, and a 2. That's the wrong color. They are, yes. And I even got, because sometimes I'll get so hungry. Oh my gosh, I'm on Zoom. I get hungry, and so I got a V8. It only has 30 calories. But if my focus starts to wane, I grab that for the end part of the stream. One of those. One of these. I appreciate all the kind of support towards that. It's not hard. So funny thing about V8 is my wife told me, she's like, oh, it's so much better cold. And so I put it in the fridge, you know, thinking, okay, I trust her, you know, and I was drinking it cold. And then we had some just on the shelf, and I'm like, I don't want to. It'll keep me. It's 30 calories. It fills me up, and it's vegetables. So I took it, and I'm like, off the shelf, just plain room temperature was so much better. And I'm like, I was teasing my wife. I'm like, you lied to me. You said the cold was better. It is not better. She's like, you can have a different opinion. I'm like, I do. Yep. So now there's some in the fridge for her and some on the shelf for me. Okay, what? This looks like the back door to something. I mean, they were fine cold. Like it didn't bother me cold until I tried them just not warm, because warm would just feel like tomato soup. Oh, it's supposed to be back one. But I was okay, but I don't know, I just liked it better warm. So I took it out of this. I wonder if this, see this? How that's, because over here, that's how they did the entrance through the brick wall of that was the arch. So I wonder if this is an arch to somewhere else, like, and that's why there's a little thing going here. I don't know. It could be, yeah, because there is a little walkway between this and the Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. Nancers, thanks for the first. Coming in there an hour and a half, halfway into the stream and snagging the first. Bragging rights to you. I don't know. There's only one per stream. But thank you for the first. Thank you for the redeem. Much appreciated. We can do a dad joke. Oh, you went in for a dad joke and then realized that the first hadn't been redeemed. Okay. Okay. What is... I gotta mark this. What is the first thing... Yes, Zeus would say that. What is the first thing the taxi driver said to the wolf? The first thing the taxi driver said to the wolf. Oops. There we go. The first thing the taxi driver said to the wolf was, "Where, wolf?" I know, that's like not the best. That's like 100% a dad joke. Okay, here's another dad joke that is also about an animal. Out of all the animals, which one is the least interesting? Out of all the animals, which one is the least interesting? If you don't get this one, you're going to feel the same way. I'm going to let you guess this time, though. Out of all the animals, which is the least boring? The least interesting? Oh, I just gave it away. It's the boar. Yep, out of all the animals, the boar. Which one is the least interesting? The boar, yeah. And I said, which one is the least? Is the boring? I'm like, oh, I just gave it away. That's okay. It's still funny regardless. Okay. Oh, that's the railing. Yeah, like it totally makes sense. Both of them make sense, but what? No, no. How? These are fine to have extra. These are, you know, Mapper skipped a step. Oh, shoot. Okay. That's where those ones go. What about these ones, though? Ross, did you find someone to come back and actually throw some extras in here? Because if you did, man. No. How in the world? Okay, so bag 18. We have one there, one... So 2 of the green ones. That one got placed in there. Yep. Yep. Okay. I legit missed those 2. All of these make sense to have extras. These 3 don't make sense. This is the piece from my typewriter that I'm missing. How was it in my bag from to Diagon Alley? I don't know. These are not normal pieces to be, but I went through them. The only single ones are on this wall. There's 2 of these. I don't get it. Okay, so bag 18. We haven't used any of them. We used one of them there. Okay, so one is there on this step. Step 33. Right here. And that's in there. We can see it in there. And there's the other one. There's only 2 used in this. 1, 2. Nope. Nope. I'm only looking at the pieces in the top corner. Oh. That's so weird. Because... Okay. I've looked specifically for this piece, and I've looked specifically for this piece, and I have all of the pieces for that one and all the pieces for that one in the instructions are placed. So those 2, I don't know why I have... Yeah, well, I mean, Lego does give extras, but they're usually like these, the little 1x1, the small little ones. It's not usually a 1x1 full brick. It's usually just a 1x1 plate. This is unusual. 1x2 is unusual. A 1x2, you know, they're all unusual, and to be in... Yeah, before I go through, I'm going to make sure I didn't screw up. I know they're done by weight. So there's one of these, 2, 3 of those. There's 4. That one's in. Yep, and I see that one's in there. 4. Yeah. So all 4 of them are there. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All 3 of these are legit extras. I may, because that's the exact color of the typewriter. Right here. And that's the missing piece. I may go fix it on her typewriter after several years, because I'm like, if I have an extra that's... What are the chances that it's the right color, the right shape? That's weird. Yeah. Definitely a machine error. It's just so unusual that it's more likely that I forgot than it's an error. Yeah. It is weird. It's weird. It's throwing me off. It's so weird. The universe is making things right. I don't know what universe you live in, Dancers, but the universe doesn't usually make things right for me. Okay. So weird. Oh, this one's another mixed bag where we have 2 paper bags. And I know Lego is trying to go to the paper bags because they can recycle these. I haven't seen Seinfeld in forever. But I'm not a fan of I like the fact that the paper is recyclable. But here's what I don't like. And here's the perfect example. Because you go like this. Oh, see, there's another one. Popped out. But it looks like the bag is empty, but it's not. Because there's one stuck in there. I could feel it. Yeah. So I always take and flatten them to make sure there's nothing in them. That's why I like the clear plastic bags, is because I can see if all of the pieces are out. Calm down, everything's fine. You didn't screw up the build? Not quite yet. Okay. And we're going to pull out our Azkaban prison. Oh. Holy cow. Because we got that one. And they always give us 2. This is the one we're supposed to pull out. One's for the set. And one goes to Azkaban. And we'll set her over in the park until she's ready to be placed. There we go. That's what these are. Those are the ones, because at the end they have us place them along there. Okay. And this, I see there's 3 of these little army men ones, but there could be supposed to be 2. There is supposed to be 2. Yeah. So we'll put the 3rd one in Azkaban when we get to that point. Okay. And it's not really Azkaban. There's no Dementors in there. It's just my blue Lego box storage. Okay, there's a ton of pieces. So one of those. Bubbly thing, pink. Bottom row. Those. One of these. Two of these ones. One of these. One of those. And oh, it is a yellow one. Yeah, it's hard to tell. But that's supposed to go. So this sticks out. I haven't seen Seinfeld in forever. This will tell us how old I am, but I remember when I was back at going to university. We all, like, people were meeting, gathering is probably a better word for it. People were gathering at different houses to watch the last Seinfeld episode. And I had to work. I wasn't really sad about it. So many people were disappointed by it. Now it probably doesn't really matter. You had to go? Nice little lamp with an ice cream out front. Who made you go? Your sister, probably. Oh. I had to go to work. What in the world? Oh. I totally didn't do anything on step one. I put the person out here in the park and moseyed on to the next step. Okay, let's just... I was like, when did all these things get down here? And just a green one right there. Ooh, a cylinder with two green ones. You don't know that the piece belongs? They drop it. Dang it. can I get a mod or a VIP to put exclamation point drop in the chat, please? Thank you. I dropped that piece. I just about did it again. The amount of times you've skipped a step, an entire page. Yeah. Which, if it was the book, I would understand, but I build and I look at the pictures oftentimes and miss some things because I'll be looking at, like a section here or something like that and totally miss that they also put a brick over here. And I just miss it. And it's placing it. I didn't see it on this. I put it right there. And it wasn't until I went to put this green piece there. And I went, there's something underneath it. There's nothing underneath it. How did I miss that? Yeah. It's fine. Keep telling yourself that. There's a chair. Yes. I built with, because my family doesn't like to build on the stream, and so I've built with them off stream. And it's like my son goes lightning fast. So fast that I'm surprised he doesn't miss things. But on the counter side, I'm not distracted by people, chatting with people, so I'm less likely to miss things while I'm chatting. Which is fine. I mean, it's all fun, and it's all part of the build. The same banner in a couple different places. Oh my gosh. See, now I'm worried about dropping stuff. Three and 4. 2 of the 1x1s. That did not stick at all. Okay, we put the roof on. Got one more layer of the roof to go. Ooh, we'll put the pointy part on. One, 2 of those. Two ramps. one peak. Might be hard to see on that one, but yeah, let's go right there. Perfect. Two slopes. One by four, a 1x4 pull smooth plate. Okay. Oh. 2, 1. One of these. And then one of those that's the chimney. There it is. Okay. Oh. Let's go. Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment. Witches and wizards with an interest in scientific instruments and magical gadgets can find the top-tiered, tested and trusted telescopes, magical maps, enhanced hourglasses, and much more here. Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment. All right, the wall. One, two of those. Those. This little greebly. And that one. Stop. There's an update for my camera. It keeps failing. And it's this camera, the one that I use to look down. I've tried to update it, and it pops up about every 3 or 4 hours. But every time I try to update it, it fails. Doesn't matter whether it's automatic or whether I manually download it. It's just being weird and doesn't want to actually update. Oops. I think... There we go. Placing more roofs. 2 of the gray ones. 1 of those. Ooh, 4 shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One bright orange, 1 purple, 1 burgundy. I don't know why that's smooth. Something sits like it makes no sense to me. Because how much it gets seen or actually used. Teal and orange. Perfect combination. The new Model A has an illegal block placement. So why would it be illegal? Does it stress another brick? Or what is the placement that makes it illegal? I'm curious. I could get it, or I could just Google it. I subscribe to several master model builders on for YouTube Shorts, and I get them. They talk about illegal builds, and they're like, it's not really an illegal build. It's just not traditionally done this way. Like, one illegal build is to take. I'm not going to do it with these. I'll do it with the green ones. But if you take a smooth plate, here's a smooth plate. For example, this green smooth plate, and put it between the plates like that. That's it, because it puts stress on the actual pins. But you can do it. It's stable. But then you go, okay, well, is there official rules? Yeah, so it's possible that it's like that, but there are some that they don't traditionally do. But I don't know. But it all depends on if it hurts it, doing something like that. But if it's in, is it illegal if it's in an official Lego? I don't know. That's a good question. Potentially. Oh, so they took a snot brick, which is the stud's not on top, like this one, and put it next to it like that. So that it was then a plate on top. I don't think that's illegal. Because this would offset it. It could be. I don't know. I don't know the rules. But it also creates a different effect. And I know they do different things for different effects. Because you see, we have some of those here on this one, where not this one. This one. See, there's, instead of having it, there's like a gap there, but it's just a different way. But they fill the gaps and do different things. I don't know. They were non-traditional placements. And maybe it would be easier if I actually saw what you were talking about. But that would be interesting if what was considered an illegal move. It's funny because I don't think even did Lego come out with the term illegal move, or is that just other people interpreting things and calling it illegal? I don't know. Two. My watch has low battery. Yeah, I saw that. Oh. Lila Rose also joined the Discord. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Perfect. You sent it, you put it in there too, so I wouldn't lose it. You're the best. I really should have that open. There we go. Because then it should show me purple. There we go. Oh, that is amazing. I do have a Lego channel in there, so anyone who is in the Discord, you want to see what I've been building or what working on, or if you guys want to share what you guys have been building or working on, you're welcome to share it in that channel. I love to see it. Nancer's posted one just the other day of her Malfoy Manor build, the progress on that. Oh. Yeah. That definitely looks like an illegal build. But I think they made it look like an illegal build, unless, because that plate isn't supposed to be, but it should, because that's your traditional snot brick. So it is flush. It just creates a definition there. Interesting. Let's... And we also need this one. See, this is one I would forget to place. Two of those. Two of those. Two of those, and the grates. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, one has to point this way, and one points the other way. Sometimes the movie makes me want, or not the movie, the audio from the game makes me want to play the game. Like, I'm thinking about Baba Is You right now. Because okay. Oh, and then here's where two of the guys are. Let's send one of them left over. Put away in what we're calling Azkaban. Oh, then an overhang. And 3 pieces. I may not get done with these today. That would... People are stirring upstairs and making dinner, I'm assuming. Yay. Okay. 1, 2 slopes and 1, 2 chairs. Slopes go down. One, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor, home of the finest chocolate and raspberry flavored ice cream in Diagon Alley. Some students may even be lucky enough to taste a free serving. Wow. Two gray. Two tan pieces. Oh, those are pillars. These are pots. And then the green ones are the plants. The shrubberies up on the roof. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and one of those. No, that does not. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we got a pole. Oh. This is a banner. The banner goes at a 90. There we go. And this one says Flourish and Blots. From school books to wild tables and restricted magic, the shelves in Flourish and Blots hold wonders. But beware, some books have a life of their own, like the elusive Invisible Book and the ferocious Monster Book of Monsters. That's where we're at so far. Looking good. We now just have Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. That. Very few extras. 20. Only 2 more bags to go. That last bag didn't take us very long, but we only have 1 building left. Oh, there is a clear brick in there. You see that? Out. I know there's several in there still. Corner. Okay. 1, 2 of those. Well, that's an odd piece. Okay. Two of those. Two. Two gray ones. Three. 1 by 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1 by 2 there. 1 by 2 there. This will work out. There we go. Oh, and we have a person. One more person to go into the park. Those look like the Weasley twins. But There's the second one. When we're done, I might let them out of Azkaban and put them on the inside of the buildings. Okay, no worries, Bearded. Put it on sideways, like it says, or crooked. And then 1, 2, and 1. Okay, it's time for my V8. Uh-oh. No. I don't want tomato juice on the nice pristine mouse bed. Way to go, Mapper. Water will dry, but I want the tomato juice to not. We can't have a perfect day. Add it because I won't forget it. Saved. Small. One of those, an orange one. small orange, and a gray. Start with gray, full orange, full clear, light orange, light yellow. Oh, we turn around to the back. A 1x2 and a quarter round. Okay. There it is. A clear 1 by another orange. We repeat that. Yellow, orange half moon shaped. A slanted and a black 1 by 1. Plate. Put that here. Oops. Yeah, it goes there. Pink. Orange. By 1. Peter, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unpacked Community Challenge. Much appreciated. Good to see you lurking in here, hanging out. Much appreciated. Thank you. We are getting close to being done with our Diagon Alley. That way. Chili, also thank you for your contribution. 10,000 points total. Yeah. Thank you for your contribution to the Rebuild the World Unpacked Community Challenge. Much appreciated. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Yeah. So this is how far we are on our last portion of Diagon Alley. We're making the last one, which is Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes on this little spot here. 1, 2 of those. A 1x2. Yep, the stickers are not straight. You know how many stickers came with this set, Peter? 0. But even still, somehow they're not straight. That's another thing that I get anxiety about, is whether the stickers are straight or not. Well, if I'm not perfect, and I do get afraid of the stickers. It's a silly thing to be afraid of, but it's just, I don't know, that's just part of life. As a kid, I could care less. It's like, just stick them on there. But yeah, these ones would be so hard to get straight. Everything's just like this has just been pre-printed on there. Yeah, I don't have a second one. But there was a, in one of these, yeah, right there is a compass rose, which I thought was super cool. There is a second one. It's right here. It's so hard to see. But yeah, it's a compass. The kind of compass you would see on a map for like the North Arrow. There was one on... There was one, it was a bigger one. Because it was one that would be here and then one that would circle the winner on the outside. On the globe as I was taking it apart. We're getting close to that though. What does the percent say? We're at 67%. Oh, and we have 6 days left. We're going to extend it. Oh. I can't extend it 30 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will extend it 24 days. Because the max I can have it is 60. Oh, well, I just did 24 days total, but that's okay. We should be done by then. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Take a single one. There, 1x4. 2. Smooth plate. There it is. What is this? Oh, those are windows? I don't even know what's going on here. I thought we were going this way. Are we going... I don't know. I can't figure out what we're actually building. Oh, it does go sideways. And I gotta turn this so it's the same. Okay. It's fine. One of those. One of these. By 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 1. Oh, we need to of those. Okay. That connected those two together and holds it in. A 1 by 1 and then 2. I guess these are also 1 by 1s. They're just not 1 by 1 plates. So this coming week, I won't be streaming on Wednesday because I will be out of town. And I started packing for that because I leave Monday. I just added time. And I can do I can add up to 3 months. So but I can only do, I can't have 30 days. I should have added 29 days instead of 24. But yeah. So we should be fine. Yeah, I'm hoping it goes well. I have to present at a conference. It's a national conference, so yeah. Lots of people there in person and online. I've done statewide conferences plenty of times. So national I'm fine with public speaking. And honestly, this helps with public speaking. It makes it so much easier. So I've done them online before, just never in person. But I'm not too, I like some of my big fears are, saying I used to be afraid that I would say something stupid or people would think was foolish, and I just I don't care about that anymore, because I'm the type of personality. Once with my statewide groups, I screwed up, I misspelled something, and so then like 6 months later I did a presentation to the same group, but it was on a different topic, and I had mentioned that I misspelled it and just totally owned it, and because I like having fun. Like, it doesn't matter, it's all about, it's more than just about being, so I would just make light of it, move on, acknowledge that I did it. And it makes it easier, and because of that, it makes them more memorable too. So yes, like, I keep bringing up the fact that I had misspelled, so everybody else has forgotten, but it's a topic I've done already before. It's about security issues and things like that. So you don't mind public speaking? Yeah, I have to do it frequently. Like, I have to talk, and people are like, how do you do that? How do you get up and just talk and not be, nervous and stuff like that? And I'm like, I talk to people all the time. The day before? Holy cow. See, that would give me anxiety, not the speaking part, but the getting something ready to say part would give me, I would appreciate more time, but people are probably afraid, thinking if I give them more time, there's more time for them to back out. And so they're hesitant about it. Right, because you're already doing last minute stuff. If it's your sister's wedding, there's already a ton of things to do. Yeah. Do you know if she planned it that way to not tell you till the end? Or did she just went, oh shoot, I haven't got someone to do this, so Nancers needs to do this. Oh, she thought she'd already told you. Oh, and then when she said something, and you're like, yeah, don't worry about your speech. Speech? Oh yeah, did I not tell you? Nope. I'm glad you at least gave me 2 days warning. Hopefully it went well. I'm not worried about. I'm actually more worried about my return flight. I'm not worried about the public speaking part. I'm not worried about that. But I am worried about the return flight, because there's not a lot of cushion. I like to get to the airport with plenty of cushion, because I never want to miss a flight. And so I end my presentation to the group, and I have 55 minutes at the time of the end before my flight boards. So, and the airport is 20 minutes away, so I have to get down off of the thing, grab my luggage and, my laptop bag, and then go down, get an Uber. It's a 24-minute ride to the airport, get through security. I should be okay, because it's only 24 minutes, right? But it depends on how fast the Uber gets there. And I don't have to find a parking spot or anything like that, because they just drop you off and then you go in. And I'm not checking any luggage, because I'm only there for 3.5 days. I thought I was speaking on the second day. Turns out I'm speaking on the third day, right before I was leaving. So yeah, so I'm just worried about my return flight. And then after, you know, that day at the conference and everything, then I have it's like 5 hours of travel. I don't know, but I get home, I land at 11:30 at night, and then it usually takes me about a half an hour to get out of the airport to get to my car, and then to exit, and then about 40 minutes to get home. So it'll be Friday morning before I actually get home. It'll be Friday. I should get home about 1:30 a.m. Friday morning. So I told work I am not coming to work on Friday. So I will, yeah, so that'll probably be, the next stream will probably be Friday. Because I wouldn't have done one. So I might do 2 in a row. Yeah. So no stream next Wednesday. That's essentially what it is. One of those. Because I am not. Because the hotel internet is. There's no way that upload is that good. So that'd be a riot to do a Lego build or something there. Oh, it'd have to be from the laptop. Oh, then I'd have to carry the Lego build home. Not worth it. No, orange, yellow. Oh. 1 yellow, 2 orange, not the other way around. Orange. Clear. Okay. No hotel stream. I like the bandwidth. It wouldn't be. That'd be like the choppiest stream of all time. One of these. 2 of those. Sometimes it's like, it's not even really enough often to play a decent game. goes. These. One of those. And one of these. And one. What is the loneliest number that you live? Looking pretty good, I think. These and one of those. Yellow 1x3 plate. Oh, the heart. And it's supposed to be not straight, because that's how it shows right there. Not straight. At an angle. Brick. Oh, we're doing more shop windows. Oh, yes. We have snot bricks. Okay. We're going to recreate this engine. Bearded, here's your illegal build. that I don't think is actually, because I think it actually works just fine, doesn't stress the bricks. It just puts character to it. I used brown bricks. I used purple instead of... Oh. It's the other way around. Yes. How are you, Jeef? Hello. Hopefully you're doing well. We are working on Diagon Alley. Yes, it does. Push it. Bearded you are absolutely, it does. Yeah. This is what his illegal build on the thing looks like. Right there. I happen to have all the pieces. They're different colors, but... yeah. Because it's stressed. I see, yeah. That's definitely... yeah, it is weird. And weird that it's in the actual instructions. There are some absolutely insane Lego tricks, and I like how they get things that I don't think about until I put them there, and I'm like, I never thought of that. I never thought that in that combination would make me think, you know, this, you know. Like there's one... that blows my mind, because that right there is a gear track, but put it on this scale, oh, and it's stairs. I just... yeah. But, you know, it's all about imagination and how you can put things together. Yeah. That's the downside with... it's definitely an investment. But for me, my investment is because I do it as a stress relief and I have fun. So I really enjoy it, and that's how I do it. Plus, Legos hold their value. Like, if usually if they stop making it, they're pretty pricey. I know the globe, the one that I'm working on for my community challenge, the unbagged community challenge. It's an out of print one, and I really wanted to make it, and so we found it. It was it was at a used mom and pop Lego brick store, and so it was pre-assembled. Most of them there come pre-assembled, and so I take them all apart and then rebuild them. That's how I did the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. So I took it all apart, set it out into bags. Well, it's hard because I have to make sure all the bags get, so take it apart in order. Well, this one, I'm just taking it apart, putting it in a big tub. So, yeah. So the Ecto 1, Ecto 1, we have the DeLorean up there. So, and that's the Ecto 1. Hogwarts Express. So I'm going to put Diagon Alley. I'm going to put it right here. Yeah. Yeah, my auto mod does not like that word. But it is awesome. It even hides the word from me, but I'm smart enough to know what word it is. But yeah, that word. Yeah. It is awesome, and I've got a bunch of other ones here that are fun. But today, earlier, where did I put this one can go into the Firefly thing, and so I'm definitely going to build that as the Firefly. Because I really want to. And I just happen to have the set already. And the PDF building instructions, only $7. Totally worth it. Yeah. I would build that next, but I think I'm going to have to... Yes, R2-D2 is back there. Right there. It's weird because for me, I'm pointing not... I'm pointing like here. But because the camera's perspective, I gotta line that up. But yeah. Same one last year. Yeah, I love that one. There's so many really good builds. I've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa back there. That was my first previous one. I bought that one online, and it was a pre-built. So our Leaning Tower of Pisa was pre-built, but it was shipped to me from just a person. Scary. I don't know that I'd do that again, but our Eiffel Tower was a previous one. Yeah. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, and then 2 of those, 1 of those, and a blue, and a green. that beeping that sounds like your smoke detector might be out is actually part of this song. I think about it every time. I'm like, oh, that sounds like the smoke detector in the other room because my door's closed and I keep thinking it's in the other room. Nope, it's just this song. Yeah, well, I appreciate you hanging out. Always grateful to have a lurk. Okay. One, two, and three. Nice. Another one. And two. There we go. I don't know why that's right in the middle. Make it two of these. Okay. Two of these. Ramp up. I'm not sure where that. Okay. Definitely goes there. It barely fits. But it does. And, oh, we do have one more of them. Okay. Uh-huh. Tie those two together. They were just floating there before. Chunks, thank you for contributing to the Rebuild the World Unbagged Community Challenge. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Well spent channel points on my anxiety. Yes, for sure. I will be out of town this week, but I need to plan to do that for sure. And I would greatly appreciate that, because I can get the part that I'm most, because I can get the scene set up, I can get other things. The most thing I'm worried about is the audio, because the audio is different, and that's what I want to be different. I like right now, in order to capture the game or something like that, I have to actually just capture everything from my desktop. But I'd like to be able to capture Discord separately, you know, be able to do redeems for sounds, stuff like that. Those are all the stuff that I want to be able to do. So the biggest thing that I want is for the audio. Yeah. And it's easy, you know, if you know how to do it, but I don't, and so it scares me, and so I don't. Once I just take the plunge. Yeah. Because converting everything, so everything should convert over just fine. My scenes, I mean, if I had to rebuild my scenes, heck no, I'd never do it. Because rebuilding the scenes is a lot of work. But keeping the scenes and just having to change, I mean, I'd have to change all my buttons on my Stream Deck, which is 1, 2, 3. 15th, about, I know, because OBS has all the same things. I just have to download the other thing. But you know, I have a set of 15 buttons for my Lego streams, 15 buttons for my normal streams, and I have not quite 15. I have maybe 10 for if I ever do a dual stream. So I could do it's, so if someone was I've done a dual stream, so if someone was building like